I'm just going to do a little story time because I'm super tired, y'all. I've been up since 3:30 this morning, and it's because I have just so I drove back from Virginia today. I got up at 3:30, could not go to bed, and so we were supposed to leave out at 5. And so I just wanted to share this with y'all because it's something that I did not expect. It's something that I came home to. Chris has been doing really well. Um, he's been doing really well watering my plants. So I started a lot of seeds inside. And every day I would call him and we would get on FaceTime and I would make sure he watered all my plants. And so today, when I got here, I checked everything upstairs and I said, you know what? Let me go down here. Let me check my plants downstairs and see what has been going on. Y'all come on in, come on in, because I tell you, I'm not upset about it. I'm just tired and I'm just so exhausted. I'm tired because I went to see my sister and I drove 9 hours. My mom and I, she didn't want to fly, so we opted to drive. And so I got up this morning, and so we drove back, and I was tired. But before I told Chris, I said, I'm going to take a shower, and I'm going to take a shower and then I'm just going to go to bed and we'll deal with everything tomorrow. That's before I knew the basement flooded. I'm trying to see. Oh, no, this is to the crawl space. I'm like, what is this? But anyway, long story short, y'all. So I came down here to check my plants and I got midway and I had my shoes on. I'm gonna turn the camera around again because at this point I'm like, Lord, what do I need to do? You know, and like I said, I'm not upset. It could be worse. We've been shop vacuuming a lot of the things. We actually got someone out here now, but they called in backup. So I I called my dad because I was like, I don't know. And so my dad, we're so the outside water is on well water and the inside is on like city. And my dad immediately said, "You think it's the well because we've been getting a lot of rain." And y'all know I've never dealt with well water before. And I was like, I don't know, but whatever the sump pump is, you know, because I asked Chris, I said, did anything different come on here down there last night? So I'm going to show you a little bit because we've moved the shop vac. I'm going to turn the camera around, but we have been and my floors are dirty, y'all. So it was like water was all in here. And this is at least about half an inch. Seriously, we have shop vac so much. Like if I put my feet, look, it's so much water down here. And I'm just like, it's no need to get yourself upset because we just gonna have to figure out what to do. But the crazy thing about this, y'all, okay, so this is where the sump pump is. Look, y'all look. You see the water? I don't know where it's coming from. My dad was saying it could be from the well water, which let me go back here. When I tell y'all I'm so tired, honey, if you done drove 9 hours like I did from Virginia and you come home. So basically, I guess this the well, honey. They not in here. We're going to lift it up and see. I'm always doing stuff I ain't got no business doing, but we're going to do it. So the guy was like, this is full. Oh, he's drained it though. This was full and it's drained. So I don't know. This is like the crawl space and we had this encapsulated. But what I was telling the guy, I said, this right here was not wet. This area was not wet. It must be 8:30 because these lights, okay, almost 8:30. These lights have went off. None of this was wet. And Chris has been coming down here every single day. But he said last night around. So if y'all are on well water, you know something about basements, put it in the comment. And this is just an impromptu video because I just wanted to share with y'all, just in case you're wondering, where have she been? What is going on? So I had to go visit my sister for something very important, y'all. And so I had to take off work and I went up there and my mom didn't want to fly. So we drove and I drove all by myself. When I say we, I mean I. I drove all by myself. with her in there. And then we got up this morning. I've been up since 3:30. We got back. And so if you're just coming in, y'all come on in because my basement has flooded. Yes, it has. And I said, if it ain't one thing, it's another, but we just gonna be all right. Chris and I have emptied out so many of these things. It flooded over here. I had a rug. We just had to lift it up together and we had to put it on the fence. You know, we just put it on the fence outside. It's dark now, y'all. But as again, I was just coming down here to check my plants because he's been watering it and I was getting on to him. I said, Chris, you ain't watered none of this. He said, I put some water in the back. I said, Chris, these plants about to die back here. But I was just coming back here to check, and I just happened to walk in this bathroom back here, and it was literally, we've gotten a lot of the water up. We still have to get this up, but it was literally, I would say about half an inch. And so this room right here is really like the Goodwill room, but this is where like all my entertainment stuff is. So did y'all hear that? Like you can hear it. You can hear it. It's just awful. But like I was telling the guy, and I gotta clean this up right here. And then I got stuff on the floor where the boxes got wet. I don't these are the seeds right here, but it's not everything. But like I was telling him, I said it's so crazy because it's like right here, but none of this right here got wet. And I'm so thankful because if you look back here in the back, honey, this is an outlet. And just imagine if that water had got in there like that. But this is what we're dealing with. So just in case y'all see that I'm not putting up like a whole bunch of shorts, if you see I'm not putting up videos, because we got to figure out exactly what's going on right here, right now. So this is going to probably set me back about a few days because like I said, honey, I got to bleach down here. I've got to air it out down here. I've got to get my dehumidifier down here. I got some work cut out for me, but you have to practice gratitude. I always tell people, you know, you could get upset and get yourself all hyped up about it. And I'm just rambling on y'all because I'm tired. But I just wanted to let y'all know, just in case you say, I'm going to turn the camera around. Just in case you say, where has she been? She has been in Virginia and she has been working. But then when she comes back, she has had, I have had a flood in the basement. But I don't, we got to figure out what way we're going to go because like I said, it didn't do everything, but it did, I would say about a 75% portion of flood down here. But like I told Chris, I said, we had these floors put down, but when you step on certain parts, it's like water is underneath. And I don't like that because I don't want mold to start forming and different things like that. But I'm still going to bleach down here. But we have someone out here now that's waiting for backup. And the thing is, he's trying to figure out, is it really the well? Like, I called my dad and he was like, he actually had a flood in his basement before, but he said it's because the water broke. So he had me turn on the waters, make sure the pressure was good, which is was. We had hot water. When the guy came, we turned on the shower. Everything was good. So we're thinking it had something to do with the well water. But I'm going to turn the camera around because the crazy part is when he lifted all this up, it was filled with water. Now, what he did, I don't know because it's not filled with water now. Dane told me to come down here. Yeah, see, it's drained out, but it had gotten all the way up to the top. And so our neighbors across the street, they said when we first met them, they said that they were on well water. Honey, I told Chris, I said, look at here. We got to use our resources. Going across the street, I done messed this man's name up so many times, and I'm going to get his name right once Chris go across the street and ask him. I said, they on well water right now. Go ask him, has he ever had that problem? Ask him, has he ever had that problem? Because I really do, y'all. I got my work cut out for me. So I just wanted to just pop my head in because I really do. If I don't get in the bed real soon, I'm probably just going to just lay down here. And I know that's not the right thing to do. But yeah, y'all, I'm just getting back from Virginia from visiting my sister. I had to go up there for something very important. And so I've been driving since about 5 o'clock this morning, but I've been up since 3:30. And then I come back to water my plants and say hello and see what's going on. Let me see. A lot of this gonna have to wait till tomorrow. They're good. Like Chris has really been good with watering them. He'll call me every day, and he's actually learned a lot as well because I would tell him, I'm gonna turn the camera around so y'all can see. So I would tell him, I said, Chris, if you really start to listen to the plants and start to lift these, you can really understand when it needs watering and when it does not. And so he was starting to get like the weight of it because he was telling me, okay, this one feels heavy, this one doesn't. And I was like, the one that feels light, that's what you need to water. So he's really done a great job with keeping my plants alive. Um, Let me see, I left Tuesday, so today's Saturday. He's done a great job. My sweet potato has really flourished, but I've been telling him, I said, Chris, the more it grows, the more it's gonna suck up the water. So it's no water. Child, y'all, it ain't no water in here, but we gonna get it all together. So these are the plants, the purple sweet potato plants that I got from the farmer's market, and I just started to root them. I wanted some purple sweet potatoes, and he tried his best, honey, but this cup right here is just as dry. But he did really good with my soil blocks. He made sure he watered the soil blocks for me. I need to water it a little bit more. And then I was also telling him, if y'all remember the video we did with the basil, I was saying with this one right here, if you really look at the color of the coconut core, you can tell when it needs watering and when it does not. So we gotta get this together, but we also gotta get this basement together. But I'm just going to, what I'm going to do, y'all, is I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to wake up fresh tomorrow so that we can see what we need to do. Because I don't know, like Chris said, it's not really damaged, anything damaged, because everything was pretty much off the ground. And thank God that we don't have carpet because it would have been a mess. But he's out with the guy out front now waiting for backup. So I know that they have to get the rest of this water up. They have to get the rest of this water up right here. We've been shop vacuuming, and it only holds so much. But I told him just let me get a few hours of sleep. Like I probably will get up if I can go to sleep right now. I'll probably get up at about 2 o'clock and just try to get everything dry, try to get everything sanitized, bleach, because again, that's what I was saying, y'all, it's not anything that's really damaged. I just don't want anything to go into the wall and start any mold or anything like that. We have our shelves now with different things. They are, and I'm glad we do have these shelves in here. Y'all don't be paying attention to this right here. Don't pay attention to this. I got to get it together. If you have been following us for a very, very long time, you know that a lot of this was in our storage room. It is, y'all know I love to entertain. So if you've been following us, you know I started out as Southern Entertaining. I love, love, love to entertain people. I love to see people happy. I love to feed people. So we kind of condensed a lot of this stuff down. But I gotta go through this. I'll be honest with you. I'm not ashamed to show y'all what's going on up in here because I gotta get it together. But however, I was drying some herbs. This is, and I'll show y'all too. I'm not ashamed. I was drying some of our peppermint. This is where I keep a few things, like dried beans. We got our peppermint drying back there. A little bit of this was, but it's so crazy. Let me get in here. I'm talking about it's so crazy. None of this got wet, but right here got wet. But then it went under the wall and went to where I have like all of my library things at. So I'm gonna have to pull like y'all know. Let me tell you something about me. I go overboard because I don't want anybody to get sick. I don't want anything like that. So I gotta pull all of this stuff out. I gotta sanitize it. I gotta bleach it. And then I'm gonna let up the windows and put a dehumidifier down here. And we will see. I'll see what the people say when they come, and then I'll see what Chris says, and we'll have to assess it from there. But I just want to let y'all know what's going on, because I was supposed to be putting out some shorts. I was supposed to be giving y'all some new videos, but I have a little bit of work that is cut out for me. We've just been shop vacuuming. It didn't get wet right here at all, at all. It didn't get wet by the door, but what it did do, and I had a rug down here, is it came under here, right here, and it started coming right here. But like I said, I'm so grateful that the place I showed you, and it looks like, let me see, we mopped this up really good. See, so that's why I'm like, I don't know, because this is coming back. Something is going on, because we got this space first. We shop vacked it, we mopped it up, and I was like, okay, this area is so good. But now it's water coming in here. It's water in here again. So I don't know. And Lord, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I told Chris, I said, I don't think this is the first time this basement has flooded either, because this shop vac was right by the basement at one time. It's something. It's something going on, and I think somebody knew about it, but they didn't tell us about it. And I can't get mad. We did have an inspection done. I can't get mad because if it wasn't raining, then the inspectors could not they could not detect that if it wasn't raining. They probably said, Lord, don't let it rain. But I'm not sure. But like I said, I talked to my dad, and he thinks it's the well. This is the well, like a pump over here. This was the well when they first lifted it up. When they very first lifted it up, this thing was full of water. But some kind of way, the guy that's here now waiting on backup, it's gone down. So I don't know how well water works. I don't know how this pump works. And like I was so afraid for Chris, because y'all know I don't play around with electricity at all. And he had the shop vac, bless his heart. So he had the shop vac, because all of this right here was wet where you see these footprints. And I was like, out? Should we really be with this shop vac and water like this and electricity? And he's like, no, as long as this don't touch the water. And he got his rubber sole shoes on, but y'all know I don't play with electricity like that. So we still have a lot to do. But again, it's just so puzzling to me. And I know that the guy that's here now, I know he was getting pissed off at me, because let me tell y'all about me real quick. Before I tell you about me real quick, this didn't get wet. And this right here is where the power strip is. So I was thankful. But I'm going to turn the camera around, because let me tell y'all about me real quick. If you don't like being asked questions, you probably ain't gonna like me, honey, because I will ask you 1,001 questions, because we gonna troubleshoot and we gonna figure this out together. His name is Eric. I asked Eric so many questions, y'all. I'm like, okay, look, we finna take it from step one, because I like to do logical thinking. I like to do critical thinking. I like to see what could have caused this. But now that I'm talking to y'all, it's some more water that has come in this. And this is what I call my library right here. It's some more water that has came in here since the time Chris and I vacuumed. We got this up so good. This was really good. But this, it was not like this. And so some more water has came in. But honey, I will question you. I will ask you you're going to get more than 21 questions with me. You're going to get probably about 1,012 questions. And so he was like, finally, he said, ma'am, I don't know. I was like, okay, well, we need to figure this out. That's what we need to do, because I don't like water like this, like that. And this is the very first time it's happened. But this is what I was telling Chris, y'all. It has rained hard like this before. This is not the first time we've had lots of rain, because Chris said yesterday about around 8 o'clock, it's just started raining, and it didn't stop till this morning. And then when I looked on my phone, they did have a flood watch. However, it has rained very hard like this before, and this has not happened. So I have to put that down like in my memory. I'm like, we've gotten a lot of rain like this. And I can tell that the drainage here, as far as the yard, is not its best. But I'm like, we've gotten this type of rain before. What caused this to happen versus somewhere else? Why? Is something stopped up? or not. But honey, his name Eric. I know he like, Lord, please tell your wife to go upstairs. And I'm not, because if you gonna get paid, you gonna tell me where this water coming from. He was like, ma'am, right now I don't know. Well, we gonna figure it out. But I'm gonna go take me a shower first, y'all, because I just feel like my eyes are about to close. But I just wanted to keep y'all posted on what's going on. So our basement has flooded. And it's so crazy. Like I tell Chris, I'm like, I don't believe this. While I'm talking to y'all, I am gonna put some water in this sweet potato. But like I told Chris, y'all know that when we stayed in the Savannah area, so if you don't know, I'm gonna share it with you. So when we stayed in the Savannah area, when we first bought the house, the very first day, the very, very, very first day, we had a slab leak. If you're familiar with a slab leak, basically Savannah has a lot of sandy soil with different rocks, and so oftentimes those rocks, they have copper pipes, they'll start rubbing up against the so y'all hear the sump pump. That's what they call the sump pump. And y'all, I done been all back here trying to figure out what is going on, but I don't think that sump pump caused that. It's a little bit of water splash, but not a lot. And that's what I told Eric too. I know he said, ma'am, you a plumber or not? I'm not. I'm not a plumber. I'm not a plumber, but I just really need to know why my basement has flooded. But anyway, a slab leak is basically the water has rubbed like in the copper pot, the copper pipes, and so it causes a hole in it, and so it leaks. And so I remember they had to go into the cement slab, and that was horrible the very first day we closed on the house. So now we got we've been here not a year. We moved into this house in July, got lots of rain, and now we got a basement flood, and we basically don't know where it's coming from. But like I told my sister and like I told Chris, this is all part of home ownership. I'm not going to get upset about it, because an incident happened with my mom not too long ago, and she was upset. And I'm like, things you can't control, you just can't get upset about it. I'm a little disappointed. I'm very disappointed, but I mean, what can we do? We just can't pack our stuffs and move. We just have to figure out where this stuff is coming from. Bless Chris heart, y'all. I asked Chris last night. Let me show you this. I asked Chris last night. So we're making sweet potato slips from some of the sweet potatoes that we got from the farmer's market. And one of them that I wanted was the Japanese red sweet potatoes. And I asked Chris last night, I said, Chris, make sure all the cups are full. He's like, yeah, they full. But I said to myself, you'll be here tomorrow. Don't worry about it. And I am. He did really, I mean, overall, he did very good, especially with soil blocks, because oftentimes the soil blocks dry out first. He did very good. So I'm not about to, he did a good job as what you would call a plant sitter. Okay. So he did a very good job being a plant sitter. I commend him. Now it was some things that was dry, and it was a couple things that was looked like it was about to die. But overall, we talking overall. We're not talking individually. He did a very, very good job with keeping my plants alive. I'm going to turn the camera around really quick so I can show y'all again. And y'all, this is so impromptu. I just wanted to share with you because a lot of people, y'all are so sweet. A lot of people are like, where have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen any videos. Well, we have some new videos coming out, but I don't know. It might be a few days. I'm going to try to get one out tomorrow. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the share. But I really am going to try to get a new video out tomorrow because I know I haven't been doing a lot of long form videos. So I'm going to try to get one of those out tomorrow. I don't know about the shorts. We'll see. But I went today. I looked around the garden. And I will make a video on that because the weather is heating up. A lot of our fall vegetables are starting to bolt. I'm a little bit behind with some of the vegetables, the spring and summer vegetables, but everything is going to fall in the right place. So let me show y'all real quick, and then I'm going to get off of here. Hold on, y'all. I got to look. Hello, UT33200. How are you? I will. I mean, it is just, it's gonna be okay. I'll just say that everything is gonna be okay, and it just makes us stronger, and it makes me be able to maybe help somebody else. Once they tell us where the flood has came from, because right now they don't know. Like, they're still outside waiting on somebody. But I just wanted to share with you, Chris did an excellent job. Overall, I would call and FaceTime him every day. Now, it was a couple plants that seemed like they was about to get ready to check out, but he said I put some water in there, and he did really good. Like, he's able to, let me show y'all. So he's able to now fill these containers and know if they need watering or not, which I think is great. I do have to thin these out. Y'all comment below if you've grown balsam before. BALSAM. But I do need to thin these out. These are the ones I told him you got to keep alive. These are my geraniums, and they need to be, I'm going to start hardening them off. I didn't want to start the process and then leave like that, because I know he wasn't going to be here during the day and take out and start up. So we started some pepper plants. If you all can see, Chris did really well watering them. He did really well watering our soil blocks too. I told him this one, this needs to be fertilized. I can look at the leaf color right here. It needs some nutrients, but this is my holy basil. And y'all know I did a video about that. About holy basil, honey, and we got to get a lot of, after this right here, we got to get a lot of holy basil started, honey, to calm down. It could be a directional, the rain comes from the south, okay, instead of north, like you have seen, just a seasonal direction thing that called. I hope so, UT 33-200. I really hope so, because we've been here since July, and like I said, it has rained so much like this now. Like, we've gotten lots of rain. It's rain like this before, but I just want somebody to tell me what caused it to happen like here. And I'm telling you, it got these rooms, y'all, good. It got them so good. Like, we've been shop vacuuming, but I just want y'all to see, like, it got it good. And I'm glad, like I told Chris, I said, well, let's look at the bright side. At least we ain't have no carpet, because we got these floors put down when we first moved in here, because the original floors were this right here, which we got to get up to. But I'm just tired. Y'all, I'm just tired right now. But we had got these floors. So I told him, I said, well, at least we didn't have carpet, because that would be a major, we would definitely have to get somebody out here. I mean, we got somebody out here to, do the initial, but Chris did good with these, so we're gonna harden these off too. I can tell he put water in here. It soaked it up though. That's really good. And so we got some plants down here. My moringa, this is my normal regular moringa. Then on the other one that has just the grow light on this goes out about 8:30, and then I'm gonna get ready to get off, because the one that I just showed you growed off from 9. If you all have been watching Florette, and she had the seed sale with some like exclusive dahlia seeds, I did order them. I want y'all to see those. They're germinating slowly but surely, but on her package, she did say it's like sporadic germination. So I'm going to start potting these up. It's not quite time to put them up outside. As me and my mom were coming back from Virginia, she specifically said, oh, don't think the cold weather is not gone. It's coming back again. She said it's going to be another cold snap. So you have to be careful with that. And then this is another section. I got some zinnia seeds that I need to start from her too. But Chris did really, really well on this rack too. And then these are like some dahlias that I just wanted to kind of sprout inside to see how they were. So I got to get those watered, and we'll see what we're gonna do with those. But like, again, Chris did a very good job. Very, very good. I think I hear him coming in. This is some of our rudbeckia that we started from seed, and some salvia. This is the calendula, y'all. It's coming back. Shout out to the calendula that came back with the water, because it was limp. It was laying down. And I still need to put a little bit more water right here too, but it was real limp. It's gonna come back. I wanted to do calendula for calendula salve that I make for my daughter, who sometimes have like seasonal eczema, which she's having now. And then he just did really good on all of the ones. I'm gonna start hardening them off too. So They're coming back down, so I'm gonna go back up, but I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on, and I'll keep y'all posted. We're gonna get through it, honey. We are gonna get through all of this. I'm not upset. This is life. This was happen when you're a homeowner. This what happens when you might buy a new house. But the only thing is I want everything to be clean and sanitized because we don't need nobody getting sick from mold or nothing like that. But everything is going to be great. I want y'all to follow me. I'm going to give you I gave y'all a little sneak peek. So if you haven't seen it, go look at the short that I did. I gave you a little sneak peek of phase 2 of the garden. So we got more 4x8s and 2 L-shaped beds. So I want y'all to see that. But I'm just going to give you a quick little tour over the next coming week so you can see what we're working with. It's dark right now. That way you can see what we're working with and you can see what we're going to plant. I'm a little bit behind. Let me turn the camera around. I should have planted some tomatoes and I got my peppers. I should have planted some tomatoes by now. But again, we'll have another story time, y'all, because I've been a little, busy. But I'll keep y'all posted on what's going on and what happens and where it comes from. So y'all have a good night. I really am about to go to bed now. And we will talk again soon. Bless Chris Hart. He did a really good job though, y'all, on the plants. Overall, I give him A minus because my calendula was a little
I ain't got nothing to do with that calendula.
because my calendula was a little bit.
I have nothing to do with that calendula. I FaceTime you. And you did not say nothing about those calendula.
My calendula was a little limp, but I'm gonna give him a little bit. I'm gonna give him a little bit more water because they screaming right now. So I'll keep y'all posted. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you tap the button. I'll show you the outside. The peach tree is blooming. If I'm gonna get peaches or not, I don't know. But y'all stay tuned. I may go live or I may do a quick video. But thank you all so much for tuning in, y'all. We'll talk again soon. I really have to go to bed. Talk to y'all later. Bye.